Welcome to Moab, Utah, home of some of the most amazing off-roading in the country. Known for its amazing beauty, rich history, and challenging terrain, and the start of a one-of-a-kind competition, the onX Offroad Build Challenge. The competition is simple. Each team will build a vehicle of their choice with a budget of $15,000 and compete in a series of challenges. The winners will represent onX Offroad during this year's ultimate adventure. A one-of-a-kind trip that is the most exclusive trail ride in the country. This is the golden ticket, bucket list adventure for any off-roader. But before they start wrenching, we had them bring their rigs here to Moab in stock form to see how they perform.
I'm Nate Pickle. I just like to build stuff and share it with the universe.
My name is Edward Shin. I am here because I'm just following Nate around.
My name is Holly Fowler. I am the owner of Mischief Maker.
My name is Rudy Wetzel. I'm here because I like building cool cars.
My name is Matt with Bleep & Jeep.
My name's Colt. I'm with Bleep & Jeep. We do how-to videos, teach people how to build their own vehicles at home, and then show them how to use them.
The teams have each chosen a vehicle that they believe will get them to the finish line of this challenge.
The vehicle we chose for the onX Build Challenge is not a Jeep.
This right here is the world's sweetest 1992 Chevy S10 pickup.
And we picked this because it's got character, it's got patina, and nobody else has ever had a square body S10 on the Ultimate Adventure.
For the onX Offroad Build Challenge, we chose a 1987 Dodge Ram Charger.
It is gorgeous. I am loving this because it's very American. Being from Scotland, this is something we kind of see on the TV and the movies.
For the onX Offroad Build Challenge, we chose a Lexus LX450. It's essentially a Land Cruiser 80 series, which is legendary. It's the reason that so many people think Toyotas are great is because of these trucks specifically.
Each team brought their vehicles in stock form to Moab to see how well they can wheel without any modifications. To help us judge the stock vehicle selection, we brought in Fred Williams, Ultimate Adventure alumnus, to help us out with today's challenge. All right, Fred, you are here as the Ultimate Adventure expert.
Okay.
20 plus years of Ultimate Adventure.
I have built a lot of rigs for Ultimate Adventure.
Exactly, and I want to know who made the right decision for the base vehicle. So let's start right in the middle. Chevy S10.
I have actually had a truck almost identical to this, and I really enjoyed it. I like the little fuel-injected V6, and I really like this size of vehicle for Ultimate Adventure. Everybody that takes full-size rigs on Ultimate Adventure, they're always smashing into stuff and breaking stuff and beating up the bodies, and this size vehicle is like perfect for UA. That doesn't mean you would keep anything that's under it. You'd probably gut all of that stuff. I mean, I would love a 60 and a 14 bolt and some 38s or 40s, depending on what tires you could get, cut it all open, kind of build it like Clampy truck.
Yeah,
like
perfect.
And that truck is so much fun. And even though, like, one of the things that I really like about UA is going in a vehicle with no top, which all these have tops, but you can remove the doors, put tube doors in, and kind of be out in the element. Because the whole idea of that trip is you're driving an extreme rig, but you're also road tripping it, overlanding it, camping out of it, no trailers. You have to drive the thing.
All right, so now let's turn around and look at this one right here, Ram Charger.
This is a problem.
It's a question, yes, that's not gonna survive.
I would take this window out and leave it at home for Ultimate Adventure, because there are trees, there are boulders.
Especially like a nice fancy curve.
Yeah. The other nice thing about a Ram Charger is no matter where we go, middle of nowhere, Tennessee, Alabama, Alaska, you can probably find parts for this at your local AutoZone or O'Reilly's.
And V8 power.
V8 power is always good.
You know, it's automatic, it's got a good transfer case and a usable transfer case, so they're not gonna have to swap as much drivetrain into this truck.
Correct. But probably still axles. But the nice thing is these axles and probably Dodge 1-ton axles
bolt right in.
Could bolt right in.
I've been told that this has got the best drivetrain of any vehicle here, but that's a standard Toyota brag.
Oh yeah, probably told to you by the guy that has it.
Yes.
Yeah, it doesn't sound very humble, but that's my opinion.
So let's talk about this. So this is a Lexus, but it's a Toyota, right?
Yeah, this is basically an 80 series Land Cruiser, the luxury version because it has the L on the front. I have had one of these, and when I got rid of it, I actually regretted it and went and got another one.
Really? So you like this truck?
I do like these.
So run me down this truck. What drivetrain wise, what do we got in this thing that makes
it's got a straight 6, which is really slow. got an automatic, which is pretty tough. It usually has a full-time transfer case. Not ideal for Ultimate Adventure, but there are ways you can change it to a part-time case, but then you have to put in part-time hubs on the front. The axles are some of the strongest Toyota solid axles ever made, and you can even beef those up with stronger axle shafts and lockers. Like, this was when Toyota was making their best stuff, I think, is this era.
Here we go.
I just know how the game is played. I know somebody really likes pie,
This was brilliant.
and I know somebody likes coffee.
Okay, so we don't need to run the trail. It looks like Colt won. Everyone, snaps for Colt. All right, pack it up. That's a wrap, everybody. That's a wrap. Good job, Colt. All right, thanks for coming. You get an extra $5,000 on your build budget. After Colt bribed Fred and I, it was time to begin the first challenge. The challenge is, I need you to give me the waypoints for the start of the Moab Rim Trail out of the onX Offroad app. First person to shout it out wins.
$38.55917, negative 109.58317.
Team Dumpster Fire wins the challenge. You will now choose. Either you go up the trail first, or you can choose who goes up the trail first.
We go last, for sure.
Who goes first? Team Rad Mischief goes first. The teams will be headed up Moab Rim Trail. You can see the route the competitors took and view it on your onX Offroad app. To help us out, we had Rory from Moab Motorsports come out to the trail for support.
So my name is Rory Irish. I own Trailmator. We have Moab Motorsports here in Moab. We are the kind of the premier off-road recovery business here in Moab. This is not what I would recommend a stock vehicle to be on. This is definitely lockers required.
Moab Rim is definitely not the trail for a stock rig.
I think we're gonna have most trouble with just the size of the vehicle. It's pretty long, and I think kind of going through certain trails, we're gonna feel like we're driving a bit of a school bus.
Well, the very first part of this trail up to the first overlook is you're gaining a lot of elevation in a short distance.
Are you just casually eating and doing our first challenge? Okay.
Gotta have a healthy breakfast.
Oh.
So my favorite part of the Ram Charger is the V8 that's under the hood. It just sounds so good. I feel like we're sitting pretty good. I would have loved if this had a little bit bigger tires on it.
Then it wouldn't be a challenge.
What is... Everything was going smooth. Our approach and departure angle were kind of a killer though.
Yes! My S10 has to make it to there.
Be careful. Oh. Oh, that looks awful. Are we ever gonna turn? Okay.
That looks...
Let me just tell you, I have not hold my breath like that long in a while.
Breathe, Holly. Here, have a sip of wine.
No, I'm good. I'm good. This trail is definitely not made for stock vehicles. Not. It's for built-up vehicles, and even then, it's super sketchy.
They were giving me a whole bunch of tips, but I think this will walk up it.
You think?
Yeah.
So, we're gonna take this right line.
This is right by me. I don't know if they do it different in Scotland.
Are you being cheeky? Oh gosh. Nice and easy. nice and easy. Watch your side. Watch your side. You can come back my way anytime. Fantastic. It's very sketchy. So we started making our way up the trail, and I felt like we were going up there pretty well up until the Devil's Crack. I actually jumped out, mostly because it looked very sketchy and I wasn't prepared to roll off a hill. Sorry, Rudy.
This looks frightening.
This
coming up on.
looks awful. Do you want me to go out? Let's take a look. We're gonna take a look at this one.
Have you driven up this before?
I have, but in 42-inch tires.
Oh.
So we don't have 42-inch tires.
No.
Now, I'm a pretty good spotter, but when it comes to stock vehicles, clearly not.
When we got up to Devil's Crack, that's when it really kind of just dead-X'd into the rock and we couldn't really do much else. I was a little bit surprised for a stock Ram Charger. It made it about as far as stock Ram Charger should.
Our next team to head up the trail is the Bleepin' Jeep crew.
All right, so we're here at the base of Moab Rim Trail. Our goal is to get up to Devil's Crack. That is where Rudy just went. The problem is there's a couple obstacles in there that wouldn't normally be obstacles, but in a stock S10, they're going to be massive obstacles. And I'm not sure if my four-wheel drive is working right yet or not. It worked good at home, but then it wasn't engaging when I got down here.
Got her.
No fours yet.
Might as well have just bought a two-wheel drive pickup truck. We knew being in an S10 that's low to the ground wasn't going to be beneficial to us, but that was what we counted on. We wanted to be the underdogs of today.
You notice how nobody's heckling us? They just have like total faith that we're gonna fail. Like we're not getting heckled at all.
No, I think they're just in awe of what we've accomplished so far.
Maybe that's it.
We're at the drop-off now?
Yep.
Maybe hit it at an angle or something. Oh, there we go. I thought you were gonna get stuck right there. Oh. What was that?
I'm stuck.
I might have to get out and push. You want me to get out and hop on it?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Turn left! When Colt got stuck, I got out and I was jumping and jumping and jumping, but I'm only like 120 pounds over here, so I didn't do much good. Let's trade spots. I bet you'll be able to do it.
Well, we switched spots because we needed a driver weight mod, is what I would call it. You call it a driver mod by weight. And he's a lot lighter than me. I'm literally double his weight.
There was a lot of tire smoke, a lot of wheel spin, and I think if people want a show, that's what we put on for them today. You know, I just eased on through there after we lightened up the load a little bit, just give it a little bit of bleeping Jeep bump. going backwards instead of forwards there. Yes! Yes! Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
All right, I think we're officially at dumb level here.
Are you calling it?
Yeah.
All right, nothing wrong with that.
We made it 0.2 miles.
All right. In two-wheel drive, one-wheel drive.
Our average speed was 0.9 miles per hour.
That's pretty good, actually.
We didn't quite make it up to Devil's Crack, but that was expected. Like I said, I wanted to be the underdog of the day, and I think we achieved that. When we come back, though, it's going to be a completely different story.
Since the underdogs didn't make it up, it's Team Dumpster Fire's turn.
Moab Rim is a super short trail in its entirety, but I think the real goal for all of us normies with like stock rigs was to try to get to Devil's Crack and maybe even up over Devil's Crack. My goal is basically try to get the front tires on it. I use onX almost every weekend. I travel constantly, and onX is a go-to because we can make routes, we can share them. The Land Cruiser did amazing, honestly, for what it is. It's a big, heavy, old, like luxury SUV that's open, but with opening up its ability to flex, we're able to work it up there as far as it would go. I was able to navigate through everything up to Devil's Crack pretty well, I think. We scraped in all the places you'd expect it to. The steps on the side are pretty low. The trailer hitch is pretty low.
You got a motor knock, I'd stop right here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There's stuff coming out.
It's hopes and dreams.
It's hopes.
The first obstacle, the Devil's Crack, is definitely, it's testing the flex of the vehicle, whereas a locker will help both tires pull, whether it's on the ground or off, so that helps get you up. So having open diffs is definitely a disadvantage on this one.
Once we made it up to Devil's Crack, it struggled as much as I figured.
I don't care about the bumper.
Honestly, not so bad. We were able to get the front tires on it,
That's it.
and then luckily Rory's there to pull us all the way up.
Yeah, but it doesn't feel like it's moving anymore without lockers. I can feel it's just gonna slip.
And it was a pretty fun experience to take something so stock up a trail like that.
All right, Fred, so we checked them out in the parking lot. Now you've seen them tackle, well, sort of tackle.
Yep. 2 out of 3 tackled. 1 got tackled.
One got tackled, yep. We made it a little bit way up Moab Rim. Now the question is, who do you feel chose the best vehicle to start building for a trip like Ultimate Adventure?
There's a couple things. If this was Cheap Truck Challenge, I would go with Team Dumpster Fire. Okay. I mean, that truck just walked right up here. They're so capable right out of the box, but that doesn't mean it's the perfect vehicle to start with to build into an Ultimate Adventure truck. Because Ultimate Adventure is a week-long road trip with really gnarly rock crawling and four-wheeling along the way. There can be mud, there can be snow, there can be rocks. And so you need something that's very capable for trails, but also can run down the highway at 60, 70 miles an hour, and you have to live out of it. There's no trailers following it.
Yeah.
So, as much as I want to be behind the Bleepin' Jeep team because I like the small truck, I'm gonna go with the gold standard because I think the Ram Charger is a very good place to start. You already have the leaf springs, you can bolt in 1-ton Dodge parts, you have this big house in the back that you can sleep in. I'm worried about those windows, But I think Ultimate Adventure is more fun in an open vehicle, so I would just take all the windows out anyways.
And have some fun.
And just have some fun.
So there you go. Team Rad Mischief wins a Dometic cooler so they can have cold beverages on the trip. It's a good prize.
You're gonna want that on Ultimate Adventure.
Definitely.
We were all just listening to Fred and Ian talking, and Fred giving his opinion on who he thinks, you know, kind of brought the best vehicle. And ta-da! I kind of thought that might happen, but I'm super excited that he agreed. So let's just see where we get with this.
I think the Bleepin' Jeep guys are gonna have their hardest time only because it's the biggest uphill battle build-wise. To turn that into a real rock crawler under a budget is a very difficult thing to do.
I bought this thing for $1,200, so I could have bought 4 of these for what Nate paid for his.
By the way, you can play back the footage, but you can look at the S10. It had rock sliders on it and sway bars taken off, and then Nate, I believe, cut his sway bars in the parking lot. We still have both sway bars fully intact.
Well, I showed up and I was very surprised that not everyone showed up with stock vehicles. The Bleepin' Boys put rock sliders on it and they took off their sway bar.
Well, so we heard talks of some cheating going on. What we did though is add a little bit of protection, but the only reason that we did that was to protect this pristine body. It's got so much patina, so much class, and so much style. We didn't want to just slam it over a rock and kill all that right before we take it back and build it up.
I borrowed an angle grinder. I chopped my front and rear sway bars in half just to do it in a pinch, and then I pulled the spare tire out from underneath so it didn't hang me up.
So in my opinion, we were the only ones that brought a stock rig to the challenge.
With our first challenge complete, the competitors head back down the trail and we all sat down to discuss the rules for their builds. They're pretty simple. Any item that is a required item to attend Ultimate Adventure will not be charged against their $15,000 total. The $15,000 will include purchasing the vehicle and all parts and labor if they bring in outside people to work on the vehicle. The products supplied to the build teams by onX Elite Team partners will not be charged against their budget as long as they don't improve the off-road ability of the vehicle. But now it's time for your help. You are the ones who get to send one of these teams on Ultimate Adventure. Head over to onxbuildchallenge.com to vote.